Hey, hello everybody. We're back. Week
Seven.
seven of fantasy football season, the fifth episode of the season. Great weeks. I think this is the first week that I think we're starting to see some trends and starting to see who's good and who's not. And I think it was a weird season. There's a lot of meh, a lot of is he good? I think we're starting to see who's going to be there in the end and who's not. We have a great show for you. We have some new segments to get into some older stuff. Uh, we're excited. Braden is supposedly joining us. He is having technical difficulties. It's fine. It's not like we've done this podcast 60 times, but for right now, it's just Nick and I. There's a chance that a guest joins. I've sent the link to, but it's depending on if he can make it. It might be in a couple minutes if he does. But Nick, I'll pass it over to you.
Well, I would first start off by saying you would know it was week 7 if you read my Google Doc. It's the first bullet point.
I don't use your Google Doc.
And your comment about we know which teams are going to be there and which teams aren't, I think you couldn't be more wrong. We have 4 teams at 2-4 and 4 more teams at 3-3. So that's 8 teams that are within one game with half the season left.
Yeah, but we know who's good and who's bad.
There's 8 teams, Coleman and Connor's below that. So then there's 3 teams that are better than 3-3. So there's plenty of season left. Even Connor is not out of it at 1-5.
Like I didn't say that we know like who's out of the playoffs for the most part. We just know who's bad. Like some people's records are better than they are. Here's what I'm taking from this week's 7 podcast. I feel like I'm kind of like the little firecracker in this group sometimes, and I've had enough. I've been waiting. I've been a sleeping giant. You're gonna hear from me this podcast because all I do is get slandered about how bad everything is. My draft was bad. My trades were bad. I'd say I'm the best team in the league. I'd say I don't give a fuck about Justin's record. Well, I'd say I'm the team to beat. Yeah, see, Leona's just gonna have to hear it. I'd say I'm the best team in this league, and I am the team to beat. I score the most. I think I'm close to the most points in this league at this point, but maybe Justin is. But we'll move on. We'll get there. Don't worry.
For those of you who don't have your video on, I recommend looking because we got guest appearance from Leona on the podcast. Oh, Braden.
Nick looks ridiculous. Is Braden here?
Yeah, he just joined. Chat.
All right.
What do we think? What do we think of the fit? Chat.
I think he looks like an absolute moron. And I know my boy Braden would never wear something like that with his
Braden, have you ever put on the wrap before?
No. I put it on Christopher when he was carrying like Jess and Jack's little baby around, and it took us like 20 minutes to figure out how to put it on.
Oh, it's
That's
great.
so awesome that Braden Nick was so sure Braden was gonna say yes. Braden's like, no, I'm a fucking man.
Nah, I just carry her in my hands.
I do, but she actually sleeps, and this gives me 2 hands free to play video games or prepare the podcast for you guys. Anyway, let's jump into some quick weekly stats. Like I like to start the podcast. Last week was week 5, was the highest league median of the season so far at 135.15. This week was actually the lowest of the season so far at 111.4, which is 5 points less than the second lowest week so far.
Tony.
Just to show you how bad it was, there's been 240 scores since the beginning of last year, and 9 teams this week finished 150th or worse. So very, very bad week. But ironically, we saw the highest score since the beginning of last season, supplanting our very own AJ, and we'll have more on that.
Big bang, Braden. Big bang.
Anthony, would you like to? You want to give us our segments?
I would love to give us our segments. And Braden, what you missed was just the introduction. And then I said I've had enough of the crap, and I'm going back to my old self this episode. I'm going to be loud and obnoxious because I am the team to beat in this league. Okay, today's segments. We have Trash Talk Time Machine, which might be one of Nick's best ideas he's ever had. It could end up being really good. I'm excited about it. Then Plug and Play Perfection, which whatever. Week 6, the matchup recaps of last week, of course, our matchup previews and predictions for next week. And then our Thursday night football over/under picks. And I'm happy to announce we will have boots on the ground for that game. I'm driving out in the morning to Cincy with some guys. Wagner got us some tickets. We're 50-yard line, lower bowl. Gonna watch the boys play in Cincy tomorrow. So we got boots on the ground for that one.
That's electric.
But we'll start with Trash Talk Time Machine. Nick, I'll let you take this one away.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of talk this year that the group chat has been one of the best in league and most active in league history. And with that in mind, we wanted to take a trip down memory lane and reminisce about some of the best trash talk and burns over the 13 years and bring up some of our favorite group chat moments from the league this year. So I'll kick us off. And my prior year, one of my favorite moments in league history actually happened in the first year of the league. And I think it's in light of AJ kicking the crap out of Braden this week. I have to say Anthony's original rap is one of the greatest of all time. And I actually have it here. I don't know where my speaker is. We'll see if it. Ooh.
Delaney Walker. Ha, he's garbage. I got Rob Gronkowski putting up some serious yards. Oh, man. That was such a good rap. I started the game.
Here we go.
I got Stacey and Jackson. Is that not enough? I got Wilson in the pocket for my fantasy points, though. You got Delaney Walker. Ah, he's garbage. I got Rob Gronkowski with serious trouble. Darius Thomas, no match for my boy AJ Green. And maybe too, he may not have known. Wait, 4-7-4. I'm for your team.
I'm wearing this tomorrow. I got my AJ Green Bengals color rush jersey.
That's awesome. Now I hope that came through well on the audio. We'll see.
It did.
Okay, I think that's where my speaker is. Anyway, moving on. Braden, what do you got?
Oh, well, first off, that was just great. I'm so glad that we got the original audio for that. That's awesome. That was
the video. The video is
best
so
in
bad.
Anthony's great.
The video is blurry and it takes up like a fourth of my iPhone.
And it's funny. I know exactly what I was wearing. I didn't just see the video, and I haven't seen the video in probably 3 years. I know I had Rasta Banana Jamaican lacrosse shorts on and my Miami hoodie.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
I can see the Miami hoodie. Yeah, I can see it. It was in Sanibel, right? That's
yeah, it is on a balcony in Sanibel.
That's good stuff. Mine, I don't know if it's trash talk necessarily, but it's just one of the most iconic, phrases that the league has really, Anthony coined it, but the league is really, we use it a lot just to make fun of Anthony, but it's 1 versus 11. And I tried to do some research as to how it started. I remember Anthony and I made a trade, and it was before. I
remember it very well.
It was like before it automatically processed. There was like the 2-day waiting period, things like that. Whoever I traded to Anthony got hurt in between that time, and so then Anthony tried to get it vetoed. He was trying to veto his own.
As it should be.
Fair. Still. It was just doesn't make any sense because we already agreed on it before the injury. I was trying to look up who it was, but I think it's back in like.
I believe it was. I believe Arian Foster, but I could be wrong. But yes, Braden. It was a big trade that I gave some of my biggest players to get his star player, whoever it was. And in practice, I have to believe, like while the trade was still processing, the guy tore his ACL, and I was like, "This is bullshit. I just traded my whole team away. I never got to use him. The trade hasn't technically gone through. This should be vetoed, dismissed. I stand by that. And you can't tell me this league to this day is not 1 versus 11. It is 1 versus 11. It is who can win. That's not Anthony Jones. It has always been that way, and that started my dominance of 3 rings.
All right, Anthony, what do you got?
Okay. All right. Well, Nick started the OG rap, right, of what I did. But I think my favorite trash talk, my favorite rap that really brought the whole thing to a new level is 2 moments. One is Alexi's rap when he is running around Publix, just Echelon. I mean, like just some of the most iconic. Where it's cold like Minnesota, something something. Go get in your Toyota, and then you like totaled the car. Like Alexi
He,
made. It's just his raps in general,
he
both of
got
them.
he got Dujuan Harris into
He's
into
upper
a rap.
echelon. I mean, actually, such good raps. They were hilarious. He was roasting me the whole time. And I think it really took it to the next level. Just like I want to find that rap because I can't find it. I think Alexi's the only one that has it. So Alexi, please send that rap in if you have it somewhere. Because I would love to see it. Now, I did want to take a moment in his last rap that he sent me. He said, I believe Alexi used to be pretty tough on me. Apply to Clemson, get denied. Apply to get denied. Georgia State, you have arrived. Well, buddy, not only am I better than you in fantasy football, not only did I go to Georgia Southern, you went to Georgia Tech, but maybe you could clean the floors from the company I work with, buddy. Yeah, we're both in sales, so suck my balls, Alexi. That's all I have to say. Who got the last laugh now, Fatty? And then special shout out to Paul, one of the greatest lines I think we can all agree of all time. Was now I'm blanking because I'm thinking of Alexi's tomb, but
I got Justin Tucker. That one.
No, it's Landry. I put your ass in a spin cycle. Washed out. Draw it out. Your team sucks, Michael. Is one of my all-time favorite Paul Belangi lines. So that's another great trash talk, and just the fact that it was towards Mike, who is never any relevancy there to Mike.
Yeah. Have we confirmed that Mike's like seen any episodes of the podcast?
No, I don't think Mike's ever watched War and Peace.
Mike.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. All right, real quick. We got a couple from this year, just because you guys have been doing a great job. I think this one is from years past, but it got sent recently, and it is the edit of my head on Kim Jong-un's body.
This was a good one.
It's absolutely incredible. I can't even be mad at it. It cracks me up every time it comes through. But I love it.
Was that Alexi?
I think it was Carter.
Oh, Carter? Okay.
How does that make you feel, Nick? Do you think that that's accurate?
Oh, 100% it's accurate. I don't even care.
Bitch.
Yeah, mine for this one is the Alexi edit of Lamar Jackson this year. I think that one hit home for me. One, because he beat me during it, so like that sucked. And then I love just the intentionality behind it, getting a clip of all three of us basically just bashing Alexi's team. And then I think I said like he'll win a couple games because he has Lamar Jackson, and then he just cuts to Lamar. I mean, that was just great.
Yeah.
It was great how he edited it. So props.
So the clown noise, and I'm like, yeah, there's just no chance Alexi wins this one. And then boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was incredible, and it happened like pretty quick. I think he made it like right after. So
I mean, that I said that, and then he made it instantly. So yeah, it was tough.
yeah, shout out Alexi on that one. I don't have one from the group chat. Unlike these two guys, I have a job, so I could not do that today. Couldn't dig through the group chat, and I can't really think of anything.
That's okay.
All I do is get trash talked. It's 1 versus 11. So any of those situations where, that brings us to our next segment.
I have one more quick one. And it's just over the past like 2 weeks with the whole Rico Dowdle and Xavier Scott thing. Brayden, you have been up my butt. Like not even in the fantasy group chat, like just being mean to me, like in our personal text messages. It cut me a little bit. It hurt.
I'm sorry, buddy. That was just really stupid.
I know it didn't matter. I still would have lost. Anyway,
It did matter. Anyways,
moving on to plug and play perfection. We'll do this one kind of quick. I just thought it'd be fun to look back over the past 2 weeks since the buys started, and pick a team and let's start. Pick a team where somebody started somebody from the waiver wire, and it was just a great move. I mean, the obvious one I'll kick us off was Rico Dowdle. We all saw it coming because Carter dropped him, and then he was amazing on the waivers, and then Dave picked him up this week and put up like 33 points or something crazy like that. So Carter, you're looking real foolish right now. But that's my plug and play perfection of the week.
Again, I have a job. I did not have time to look and see who in the last 2 weeks has picked someone up and plugged. But is it on the sheet? Hold on, guys. Nick said, yeah, I'm gonna go with Braden and Darren Waller. He's been pretty good. And he's dropping songs and raps. Yeah, it's something about like Miami Dolphins tight ends with Tua. Tua is just like really bad, and then whoever's the tight end, he just feeds like he did with what's his name last year?
Johnny.
Oh my god, huh? Johnny. Yeah, Johnny Smith. So yeah, shout out Braden. He did the Jones philosophy where I was always like, he can find a tight end. Give it like 3 weeks, you'll find a tight end. That's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He didn't play a couple weeks, so then I picked him up. It's good stuff. I just went through everybody's starting roster for this week, and nobody picked anybody up and played him on the waiver wire. That was except for
It surprises me because there's so many injuries, but I think people are just really good at getting handcuffs. so
Well,
you
I'm gonna
have
say
to-
like Rashad White, like Anthony Rashad White, but that's not a waiver pickup. You just had him.
I drafted him. Yeah,
This
right.
week was really bad for it. I don't know if you are looking at the Google Doc, but I put in a couple in there. I can do it. I can give you one. I would say Rashid Shaheed in week 5 for Dave also. So Dave's been a waiver wire master. I mean, that tribute.
I'm just looking at this.
The baby's waking up.
Oh no!
Leona, Big Bang.
All right. Let's jump into the matchups. See if we can buzz through these. I'll kick us off. Just wanted to note again, league median was 111.4. We'll kick it off with our self-proclaimed matchup of the week. That was by AJ Braden versus Anthony. The podcast matchup. Anthony.
Belt the ass, white boy. Belt the ass.
Yep. Anthony stayed hot with his 4th finish as a top 6 scorer in a row and 5 out of 6 on the season. Completely blew Braden out 166.95 to 109.9. Both teams were without their better wide receivers. Braden didn't have Jay Jettas and Anthony didn't have Nico Collins. Braden, I'd like to point out that you continue to struggle with start-sit decisions. Not that it would have mattered in this one, but you're never starting your perfect roster, and you fell to 2 and 4. It was just an unfortunate week, though. I think he'll bounce back. It just sucks to waste a 32 spot from George Pickens with CD coming back.
Yeah.
Coming back. He's done. You're trading that guy.
Led by Mahomes, who's QB1 on the season.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
32 from Josh Jacobs, which was expected with the Bengals.
Hey, Georgia.
Those two, I would say you had the potential to be one of the highest scoring weeks ever, but you had some slower performances by DJ Moore and Travion Henderson that held you back from that. But very, very good week. Anthony.
Yeah.
Mike.
Can I talk now?
Now we don't have time.
No, we have time. We're ahead of schedule right now. I was looking. One thing that I noticed about this Google document that I really don't like is you have not shut your mouth.
Hold on, Anthony. Are you recording?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, it's recording. Yeah,
I don't remember giving you permission.
you did.
Remember-
You're just sleep deprived. You did. We
Okay.
talked about it. Yeah. Well, that would suck. You have not shut your mouth about my trade. And someone named Brian Thomas, who I said, just wait, he's gonna get going. The targets keep going up. He looks good. The connection's looking better. It's a rough start. So I would have liked to see that in the Google Doc. Hey, Brian Thomas explodes this week. And then 24 fantasy points, look great. Got in the box for the first time. That's fine. No Nico Collins. That's fine. Patrick Mahomes, QB number 1. Omar Hampton, not even on my team yet. He's hurt. He's gonna come back. All I do is build rosters. The trade, I'm 3-0 since the trade. I will not apologize. I will not say anyone did wrong. You can say, well, DK is pretty good, McCaffrey's. No. I'm the man. This is what I do. I want my respect. I want my flowers.
Hey, Anthony. I want you to go down to the Alexi versus Dave thing on my Google Doc and go look at the first bullet point under Alexi, the last sentence.
And one glad it's easier than scrutiny. Yeah.
This is bad. What does it say? Little parentheses,
Even
right?
though AJ is 3-0 since the trade, for those keeping track, but I don't care.
For those,
AJ is going to jump in and say something about BTJ. Yeah, I care about consistency. I care about having the right guys in the locker room, and that's what I needed to do. I mean, I just wanted my flowers, Braden. I'm sorry.
People wanna know.
Out of you.
people want to know Alexi's players scored 49 and Anthony's that he got scored 27.6. That's all people want to know.
One of them didn't play, you dumb.
But would he have scored
The best
20
player in the
points?
trade? The first round pick wasn't even. He was on bye.
I think Christian McCaffrey is the best player in the trade.
Bing bong.
That I received.
Alexi, good trade, buddy.
Bad trade. I'm back. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I'm back. Okay. Paul versus Mike. This one's me. My man, Paulie J, baby. You know what? I like this. I watched this on social media today. It was a little clip of little Rocky Balboa and Ivan Drago just fucking wailing at him. I will break you. And I kind of thought Paul was like a little Rocky there, man. Like Paul gets pounded every week, maybe in the butt. I'm not really sure, but I know he gets pounded in fantasy too every week and just beat up. But he hung in there. Paul's winning some ball games. Can we round of applause for Paul, everyone?
I mean, I wish I would have played Mike this week.
I don't care. That's what I'm saying. Rocky didn't do it by dominating. Rocky did it by tiring him out and win at the very end by Drago. Shout out Paul with the 112-point win on the back of his pepperoni Tony player, Ashton Genty, who had a fantastic week in fantasy.
We did it.
Huh?
No, he didn't.
He had like 100. He had over 100 total yards and a touchdown.
You promised us 3 trips to the box. He scored 1.
I always exaggerate the trips to the box. You really think he's got 3 touchdowns? Come on.
I thought Tony said it.
Hey,
You're right. Tony always exaggerates. Thanks, Brady.
but
Whatever. But Paul scrapped out a win. He's got Jade Daniels back. Drake London looks fantastic. Genty's coming into form with that team. I'd like to say things are trending up. Mike is trending down. Mike, it might be time to sell Gibbs maybe and get something like how I did with McCaffrey, get some depth, get some more guys. Because he's a very top heavy, I think. I think it's like kind of Kyron Williams and then
no, if Mike listens to the podcast,
he's not listening, he doesn't matter.
But I think he could argue best team on paper.
Yeah, great team on paper, Mike. But Paul, proud of you, buddy. Keep it up. Your guys are trending upwards. I'm proud of you for keeping London, like I talked to you, and Genty and letting you have it. Alexi versus Braden. Alexi versus Dave. Braden.
Yeah, this was not even close. Dave almost doubled up his points. What, Nick, is this right? Dave has the most points ever, like in the scoring system?
Yes.
Yeah,
the new scoring system.
Yeah. Bijan 30, almost 36. Rico 34, almost 40 from his defense and his kicker. I mean, Tyler Warren 18, Tet getting 18. I mean, everybody scored a bunch of points for Dave. And I feel like his team, we've underrated a lot of his players. Like Tet should get going. Tyler Warren is probably going to end up as tight end 1 at the end of the season because all the good tight ends have not been good this year. So Dave, I feel like you're on the up and up. Alexi, I mean, didn't have Lamar, so you can't play us your stupid little Lamar memes. Like his team's just not good without Lamar. He scored like 109 points. Christian McCaffrey always gets 20 something, but outside of that, I mean, if you don't have Lamar, I just don't think you're going to win that many games. He does get Lamar back. Well, he's got to buy, and then he'll get him back, and then he gets Rashee Rice back too, which he should be good. I don't know. We haven't seen him play here, but
so
I think that'll help out.
I think we all agree that we loved Alexi's edit. So I think to go around real quick and each of us say like a one-liner that Alexi can put in his next edit. Alexi, team sucks and you're fat.
Alexi, buddy, you're my farm team. You're my minor league team, buddy. You're never gonna win a ring. I don't worry about you, so I give you some players to compete. Fucking bum.
Wow. Alexi, you're just Lamar Jackson and Christian McCaffrey. Nothing else. All I got.
All right. Next matchup. Real quick, I want to ask you guys a question. Is Dave good?
Yes. He's good.
He's good.
I think his team is awful, but at some point I have to admit he's good.
It's the opposite of Mike. His team looks horrible, and then they put up points. Mike's team looks great.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna belt the ass Dave this week, though. I think his reign ends this week.
yeah, he's due for a stinker for sure. He's playing the waiver wire to perfection. Like he's winning the bids. He got the Michael Carter bid. He got the Rico bid. He's playing good quarterbacks without Joe Burrow. Like he's killing it.
He's managing. We heard the legends 90 to 100 years ago of David Jones being a good fantasy manager. Maybe I think he's like Dabo Sweeney a little bit, where like he didn't want to change with the times. I'm not touching the transfer portal, but maybe he's like, I can't win. I'm with the young bucks and I got to change it up, and maybe it's working. But we'll get to Justin versus William. Nick, you'll take this one real quick. I just want to make a comment. William cracks me up because he's like, I'm sitting there.
Wait, no, hold on. I got this. Trust me, I got it. So I want to tell this matchup in the form of a story through the text thread. I would like to say that at like 2:50 on Sunday, this is like before the witching hour even starts, William in the text, I'm coming for you, Justin. Watch your back in all threads. And then a few minutes later, Justin, bing bong. Justin remained calm. And even when his two receivers got injured, he simply replied at 11:15 p.m. Sunday night with a simple but effective bing bong. And finally, the next morning at a sad 7:19 a.m., probably William was either at the gym or like on his drive to work, he admits to letting Justin win. Maybe don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't count your cards while you're sitting at the table, William. I think that's a lesson. Justin takes us 130.05 to 115.05. But at what cost? It was a bad week to be in Uka. He lost Puka and Egbuka in the same week. We don't know how long they're each going to be out.
Puka's fine, but I don't know.
Now, question for you guys. Could this be a rare double tight end season from Justin for a couple weeks here with Kittle coming back and Jake Ferguson playing as well as he has been?
Yeah,
maybe.
I might start doing it as well.
There you go.
With Pitts.
I think he just might have to. Like the rest of the team, just if you look at it, he can throw in Chris Olave there, but outside of that, you need another flex. So I think so.
I'm with you.
I'd be a little worried about Ferguson with CD coming back, but they'll be fine.
What I think was really funny, Nick, that I was saying at the beginning was when I'm sitting there on the couch and I look down and I see Bing Bong Justin, I'm coming. I'm like, oh man, let me like check what's going on. And it's like 78% chance Justin Symes wins. I'm like, how are you coming? You're getting your ass kicked. It was like never really even close. But William, I don't know.
It did get close at the end. Justin waited for Xavier Worthy to finish. He only got 10.6, but if he had gotten like a couple more, then it would have come down to Matt Gay or whoever the kicker was on Monday night. But Justin didn't end up needing him. So it was close, but yeah, I agree. It wasn't that close.
It wasn't that close. Yeah. All right. What do we have?
So we're under 10 minutes. We're under 10 minutes. Yeah.
Did it just happen?
Yeah, it was while I was talking.
Okay. This one will be really quick. Ben versus Connor, the shit bowl of the week. I'll do this one.
Delivered.
Yeah, it delivered. I mean, just pathetic performance by both. Connor, as I said, if he doesn't draft well, he doesn't have the managing skills. There's nothing. It's gonna slowly keep getting worse the whole year. Third lowest score this year. Ben was supposed to join. Sorry, the Butterman was supposed to join, but he said he declined after, saying he didn't really deserve it yet. to join the podcast. Sometimes when I read shit like that, I mean, just the sentence of the Butterman was asked to be on the show. He declined because he didn't deserve it quite yet. Makes me think like Ben is a little autistic. Like
Can I be honest?
What?
I completely made that up.
Oh.
Yeah, I talked to him. I know where he's at. He's like at college ministry tonight.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. I mean, Ben still is an odd fella, but Joe Flacco, I think might have saved Ben's chances of maybe going on a run. That his division's loaded though. He's with me and Justin.
This is proof that Anthony reads my Google Doc.
I am because I'm trying to do it quick, so I'm just ripping it off. But Ben's team, I don't think it's over for Ben. It's over for Connor. He can't score. He doesn't have depth. He doesn't have star players. Maybe next year, buddy. Or Braden do Nick versus Carter pretty quick.
Yeah, it was not the best performance from either team. Carter beat Nick 117-93. Nick had a shot at winning on Monday night. It came down to Monday night. He needed Bill to outscore DeAndre Swift and Matt Prater, but Swift went off. And Carter's team was very top heavy, having 3 players score 75 of 117 with Herbert, Taylor, and Swift doing that. Nick had 6 players in single digits, so that's bad. Outside of JSN and his kicker, he scored like 30 points. But he gets CD coming back this week, probably. So that'll help. And then hopefully Brock Bowers comes back soon, maybe. But it's getting late, man. It's 2-4. So we got to turn the ship around quick.
Hey, I led the show. 4 teams at 2-4, 4 teams at 3-3. And Connor's at 1-5. So there's plenty of time left.
The division's too good, buddy. I'm gonna break you down like a freaking recycling bin, buddy.
But I do need to start. Anyway, let's do the matchups.
Anyway, we're gonna get to the but we're getting some the studio's passing over. Oh, there it is. I got a good one this week, guys. Hey yo, what's going on? Brandon and Nikki. It's Tony's Pepperoni Player Pizza Pepperoni Penis Player of the Week, baby. William, congrats on law school at UGA. Suit and tie, put on some shoes. But to Justin you lose. Bing bang. Hopefully your lawyering career goes better than your fantasy, buddy. On another note, Alexi, them, nice TikTok video. All I know is your last girlfriend wasn't a she. On another note, Pepperoni Tony does it again. The Bluefield Monster Genty had a great fantasy week. Bing bong. Palms are sweaty. There's vomit on his sweater already. Alexi's mom's spaghetti. What the hell? What the hell? I just housed your burger. What all these things have in common? Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Give me the sun god. Amin-Ra, Amin-Ra, Amin like the nut. No, Amin-Ra St. Brown. Massive week for the guy. 8 catches, 132 yards, and 2 trips to the box. See you fellas next week. Back to the studio.
I will say you've hit on a anytime touchdown every Pep Tony pick of the week. So.
I know. I haven't. Pepperoni Tony has. He's been doing great.
Oh, we got 5. We got 5 minutes. Let's run through these.
Oh, we got time. We got nothing but time. We do these in like a minute.
Pepperoni Tony section.
It was good.
That was good.
I agree.
Thanks. I was excited for that. I was like, I gotta do it now just in case, so I don't have to rush it. Thanks.
What happened? It was good. Pepperoni Tony takes over your body. You don't even remember what happened.
That wasn't me. I do black out when I do it. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, we got a Ashton rivalry kicking off the matchups of the week. We got Nick versus Braden. I want to say both of us are 2-4, so this could be the dagger if one of us loses. I got myself if and only if CeeDee Lamb comes back in place.
Yeah, I got me. I got Jared putting up like a 50 burger Monday night.
Yeah, I'm good. I just keep missing on this every damn week. But Braden has so much juice, man. Give me the juice. Give me Braden Little. Give me the end to Nick Jones's season. I don't care if Lamb's playing. I don't care if he's not playing. Give me Braden Little this week. Too much juice. He's gonna figure out the roster. Alexi versus Carter. Nick.
Oh, you know what? I just love coming on the show and talking about how the players Alexi got in the trade outscored the players that you got. So give me Alexi. I think he stays hot. Well, he lost last week, but I think he wins.
Great.
Nope, he doesn't have Lamar Jackson. I got Carter.
Hey, not so fast, midget. Sorry.
All right, William.
I've got my boy Carter off the Sun God having like a 40-point week. I think he's gonna go ballistic this week. William versus Ben.
All right. Man, William, your team's not good. Give me the Butterman. I want to see the Butterman's face on next week's podcast. So I got the Butterman.
Butterman.
Yeah. Give me the Butterman. Boots on the ground. I'll be in Cincy. I think Jamar drops 50 tomorrow. So
Now-
just for that, let's do it.
I don't know. I guess he's gonna start Nick Chubb this week, but also 10 p.m. Monday. That's stupid late.
Yeah. How much time do we have?
Couple minutes. I don't know.
Okay.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
Okay. Justin versus Paul. Everyone, Nick, go.
Give me Justin. He's amazing.
Braden.
I got Paul. I think Justin's not gonna be able to handle Puka and.
Oh yeah, I changed my pick.
Yeah. Give me Paul Belangi to fucking save the season, baby. Down goes Justin to Paul Belangi. And
All right,
Connor
and then-
versus Mike, our shitbowl
Best
match.
team on paper. Best team on paper gets it done this week. I got Mike.
Yeah, Mike, easy.
Mike,
Connor.
I'm with Mike. And our matchup of the week, two great teams with great records, Anthony versus Dave.
I think Dave's coming back onto earth this week. I think he has a fine week, but I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, I got AJ as well.
Yeah,
All right.
I got my boys juiced up and ready this week. We're gonna rock in and dominate
quick.
on the road.
Last week we had the Eagles at the Giants. It did not hit because AJ Brown did not score a touchdown.
All right, guys.
Braden had under 82.5 rushing yards for Saquon. That hit. And Jackson Dart had over 37.5 rushing yards. That hit. This week with the Steelers at the Bengals, we got boots on the ground. Give me DK anytime touchdown. That's it.
Flacco over 237.5 yards.
I'm playing him in
Got it.
fantasy, but give me T Higgins. Tony Bing Bong.
you go.
Anytime, anywhere, maybe the right side. Fade in the corner.
You gotta take Flacco when it's 237. I mean, that's just a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.